Welcome to Beers and Bottles, Daddy. Daddy. Daddy.
It's the homie GL from Beers and Bottles.
It's your main man, PB and Louie.
We here with our new sponsor, King Kongin.
King Kongin.
Listen, you know, I like to be outside. I be outside vibing. Late nights, you know.
Moving.
Yo, I drink one sip of this, I'm good for the rest of the night.
Vitamin B3, vitamin B6, what that, zero sugar?
Zero.
Gotta taste this.
And they don't got none of that nasty aftertaste. Just that
King Kongin. Look, it's zero sugar. You gonna do this to me?
It's your main man, PB and Louie.
It's the homie GL
With Beards
and Bottles.
You know, Rose. This is our sponsor. We do this every week. We want you guys to go check it out.
That red rose.
So look, we're certain guys, right? And we like to groom ourselves. Yeah.
You heard?
So in certain times when we grooming ourselves, you know, you got to be particular. You got to take care of yourself, right? The only way you can really take care of yourself is by using what?
Presence beard kit.
You know what I mean? It got everything you need. All of the two essentials.
This joint in here, bro, it got a comb. It got the beard balm. They got the beard bonnet.
Show them the beard balm.
They got the beard balm.
Show them the oil. Show them the oil.
They got the, oh shit, hold on. They got the dust bag.
Everything
we got the beard oil.
So it's a different thing when you're dealing with that. So
comb.
Presence is where it's at. You want to get your beard right. You want to get your beard together. You want to be able to sleep right. You want to be able to be good. You want to get the oil, the Nikes, the essence, the smell. You want your wife to be like,
You know what I'm saying?
Presence. Beard kit.
Yo, use that special Beers and Bottles promo code.
Use that now.
25% off.
It's at the bottom of this. 25% off. Use the Beers and Bottles promo code. All right? So Presence Beard Kit. It's us. It's your main man, PB and Louie.
It's the homie GL.
And we just supporting, you know what I mean, what we got going on is Beers and Bottles at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Slime Milia.
Minuteproduction.org. Go get you some of these, man.
SlimeMilliaStudios.com. We really just, you know what I mean, doing what we supposed to be doing. That joint crazy. We just doing what we supposed to be doing. You know, we supporting what we supposed to be supporting. And make sure y'all go support them as well. So, you know, the .com will be right here. Make sure y'all click the link. All right? It's your main man, PB and Louie.
The homie GL.
With Bids
and Bob.
Salute.
What's going on, everybody? It's Bookham here from the Bridges Project, and I just poured up with Beards and Bottles.
And she probably was maybe 8 or 10 or something like that. 8 or 10.
Probably 7 years younger.
So me and Payday, I met Payday mother first, and then we used to be in the backyard, and it used to be like basketball in the backyards. So me and Payday used to be about to fight Chris and Danny, you know. I'm not Danny, Chris and all them, and Danny used to be kind of like the mediator, even when he was younger. About the dudes like trying to stop it. You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, just relax. They don't really understand what you're coming from.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And we, even as a child, you was kind of like,
I was,
even though you had your ignorant sides too, because we're gonna talk about those things. But it was, you know, it was kid shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And when I say ignorant, it wasn't ignorant like, you know what I mean, no racist type shit. I'm just saying, like, you know, it's kid shit. Small kid shit, you know what I mean? I fuck with him, he put me in a headlock type shit.
Can't do that no more.
Little kid. I'm a big dude now. But kid shit, but Dano was always my favorite. Even he was the older head, and he always showed me love. But to me, I don't know if he know this, but when I was younger, you was one of the guys that made me feel, you know what I'm saying, welcome in the area. Because you was one of the old ones. And that's just one thing that you know what I mean, I'm coming from a foster home. Nobody really knows this. Nobody knows me. Nobody cares. But I see you, oh, what's up, bro? Anything? You know, chopping it up. What you doing? And I felt like, you know what I mean, it was recognizable. You was the only guy that I felt like was recognized me as a person.
Wow.
Opposed to, you know what I mean, oh, this is the foster kid.
Little dirty.
The foster kid is crazy.
Think about. I'm not saying like I'm not saying telling you like that. My foster people was the worst because they wasn't. They was. You know what I mean. They wasn't all bad. It was moments where it was bad. I'm not gonna say it wasn't. We had beat ups and fights where they was calling me N-words and stuff like. But it wasn't like nothing that was happening every day. It was, you know what I'm saying. It was different. You know what I mean. So that's how this relationship transpired from youth. So we 25 years in, and then as we got older, we happened to keep in touch because you started with the rap world. We're going to start there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we explained how we know each other and how we came into context and we started to love each other, right? So Dano was one of the premier rappers in Hudson County. You guys probably don't know that right now, right? But Dano had one of the first features on Madden back in the day.
Yeah.
And had also had others like drinks, energy drinks and stuff like that. He was like working with other companies, like different places around it in his neighborhood. He was the first guy. So Dano, you know, I mean, I don't want to tell your story for you, but let's start right there.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate the love, man. The love is mutual. But moving forward to the hip hop thing, man, I started rapping and I was moving around. I knew back then you had to solicit yourself in hip hop.
Right.
I was very active, like moving around, just, you know, I was very passionate about making it in music, you know what I mean? So I was the only person in my city, Bayonne, that was really going to New York, going to Newark, going to different areas, battling, rapping, and some crazy environments, you know what I'm saying? Around some crazy individuals, you know what I mean? But just to solicit myself, you know what I'm saying? I never was a bad person. I never sit and say something I was when I wasn't. I was around serious individuals, but you had to solicit yourself in music. And by doing so, I got a buzz, you know what I'm saying? I was so hungry that I was ready to rip anybody's head off on the music tip. So I would go anywhere and just do music, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And by doing so, me being a Hispanic, Latino rapper, light skin, going to these areas, having a lot of, you know, black friends from the inner cities and just get, it's weird, it's ironic, but most of the love and the support that I got was from the black community.
Right.
It was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was just crazy. And they protected me. I keep it a buck.
Right.
They protected me. When I went to these places and these areas, they held me down. You know what I'm saying? So by that, I grew a buzz. And, you know, I was on 106 in Park. Well, I was about to be on 106 in Park. I was, you know, one day, I was in a Brooklyn radio station, and this is where it really jumped off. I was in a Brooklyn college radio station.
Right.
And at this point, I was like at the peak in regards to metaphors and being young, 19 years old, rapping. And Bloodline Records walked in. You remember DMX label? Yeah. So Rough Riders, so they walk in. I see a small dude with big shades, and he got a leather Rough Riders. This is when Rough Riders was like, they had everybody on the roster.
You talking about 98, 99?
98, 99. Yes, exactly. They walk in.
How old you, about 17?
17, 18. Yeah, I said 19, but I was probably like 17, 18 at that time.
Right.
They walk in. And they got like 3 or 4 rappers with them. And they were going to feature them in the college radio. And they were like, yo, we got some special guests. They going to rap today for us. And I told my DJ at the time, I said, 00, I need to rap.
You was rocking with 007 back then?
Yeah, back then.
You was rocking with 007 back then?
Back then, the white boy, the white 007. The white boy. Not Jersey City. 007, that was it, So he had me up there. So I said, yo, 00, you got to get me on the mic because these dudes is that's how confident I was. So, lo and behold, man, I got on the mic. The dude, Romeo, that was with Rough Riders was like, yo, like, this dude is killing it. Like, you know, I'm rapping about things I never did. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Talking about wild, crazy, you know? But they loved it. Romeo invited me to Sony Records. I went to Sony. That's when I met Swizz and TJ, his dad. And they was about to sign me, man. I was in the studio. This is a true story, facts. Cassidy, if you ever watched this episode, I sat on the couch with Cass when he was on Larceny Family, and we was writing together. And Cass is the one that taught me to write the alphabet at the top of the notebook if you get writer's block. So you wouldn't know that if you would. He sat there and said, yo, Dano, write the alphabet, because we was writing together. And TJ, who's Swizz Beatz' dad, was feeling me. They was feeling me. And they was like, you know, but it was at a point where I didn't have the right people behind me. I didn't have a studio, you know, so that fell through the cracks. But that's really the inception of my hip hop career in that time.
How did you get on Madden at that time?
I wasn't on Madden, no. That wasn't me. That was what's his name? The white boy from Bayonne. Damn, what's his name? He was fire too, man.
Justin? Or
No. Damn, the white boy that was with Joe Buttons. He was with Joe Budden. Nah, it wasn't me. It was damn, what was his name? Drew Hudson.
His name was Drew Hudson.
Drew Hudson.
That's his name, Drew Hudson.
Shout out to Drew Hudson, man. He was on Madden, but Joe Buttons put him on. You know,
I always thought that was you for some reason.
Nah, that was him. He definitely.
You're a real one for saying it wasn't.
I give him that shine, bro.
You gotta give him that shout out because I thought it was you all this time.
Yeah, that was him.
30 years later, 20 years later, I still thought that was you.
I was about to run with it. I was about to say, yeah, you know what I mean? I was about to be, yeah, you know what happened.
So then, like, tell us, like, you know, what happened in life to make you transition from there to the police force?
That's a real long story, but I'm gonna make it real short. I was lost, man. I was homeless at one point. A lot of people don't know this. Dropped out of high school. My mother was in a real violent relationship. I was 16 years old. I ain't ashamed to say it, man. I was scared of the dude. You know what I'm saying? I was 15, 16 years old. Dude was an alcoholic, very aggressive. Never hit my mother in my presence. Me and him got into a physical altercation one time. And after that, I just said, yo, F this. I'm gonna go live my music career. I'm gonna go hit the streets and find a way. I started living with my boy Quest in his basement. I stayed on the futon. I dropped out of high school. At that time in Staten Island, you could drop out by yourself at the age of 16.
Right, because I didn't see you in years for a couple years.
Yeah.
So how old was you when you moved? 97 maybe?
I was a sophomore in high school, so I was 15.
15. So what y'all was that was 97?
97, yeah, because yup, I was born in 92.
Hold on. I didn't come there until 98.
Yeah, no, but you
came in 1998, May.
So, yeah, but I was there with you, so, you know, but I definitely
you still 15,
left.
about to be 16.
Yeah, so we left there, he bought my mom a house, and just alcoholism, verbal abuse, dude was trying to be my father, my real father wasn't there for me, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was trying to be the mediator between my mom and her relationship at the same time trying to follow going to school, and I was in the streets and being around hip hop and like I said back in the day.
What's that white boy you on Jimmy used to be with? He used to be on 25th Street. He was thorough though. He was a white boy. He used to sell drugs. He was thorough. I ain't gonna lie. This bitch as we got older. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know, man.
No, he was thorough, nigga.
Jimmy's my man. Shout out to Jimmy.
It was another white dude that Jimmy used to be. What's the white dude name? He's from 25th Street. He used to be in the projects. You know what I'm talking about.
White
boy. See him. White dude.
He
was older than you. He was Jimmy age.
There's a couple. I don't remember, man. There's a couple. You got. Damn.
You don't remember that incriminating shit?
Yeah.
You remember Pork Chop and them?
Pork Chop, yeah. Pork Chop used to be a knock. I got a funny story with Pork Chop.
Tell me this story.
One day I'm chilling with Pork Chop. You know Pork Chop was a knockout artist.
I ain't meet him in the 2000s though.
Bro, Pork Chop, like, just name. Imagine the name Pork Chop, and then just imagine an individual. That's who you had. Like, Pork Chop was like Louis size at the age of 14, 15. Am I lying?
Yeah, he was big.
Motherfucker was big. So one day I'm chilling with him, man. I'm cool. I'm like, yeah. He like, yo, let's go chill. We got the radios. You remember the Sony radios?
Nigga, y'all ain't gonna remember that. That's the era that we come from, baby.
Yo, yeah. Man, so I had
2000, he talking about 99, 2000.
I had the yellow one.
Sony.
Shout out to Pork Chop. You know, he lost his mind, man. I seen him one time.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
I haven't seen him in years. He lost.
I don't know if he's. Yeah, he lost it. Yeah, he's like. Yeah, he.
You seen him in Bayonne?
No, I saw him in. You know, when I went to go pick up inmates in the jail, I seen him in there. He was talking to himself. He lost it. Yeah, unfortunately.
He was in jail?
He was locked up. Yeah. You know, he was in and out of jail his whole life.
Since he was younger, yeah.
But so I'm chilling with the radio, and full transparency, I never lie. It is what it is. He stops the music. We on a dark block. He goes, yo, you know what? I feel like knocking the motherfucker out.
Dang.
And it's just me and him. And I'm like, yo, Pork, it's just me and you here, though, bro. What motherfucker?
How old was you at the time?
Who you talking about? Sound like you talking about me.
I said, Pork, who you talking about, Pork? I'm 125 pounds. Let's keep it real, man.
He was big as hell. He was big.
And back then, he was breaking people's jaws.
He was breaking niggas'
Am I lying?
Am I lying? He was breaking grown men
jaws. So now I'm sitting there with the radio holding it like this. He like, nah, bruh, like, yo. So I'm like, he tweaking. Something going on with Pork. So then he like,
he probably was, that's what I always tell niggas.
He was out of his mind.
He probably was in the verge of losing his mind then.
Yeah. But it wasn't me. Thank God. Thank God. It wasn't me, the person he wanted to knock out, you know. But yeah, man, we kept it moving. But yeah, like I said, man, I mean, Pork was one of the, shout to Daya. Daya was another one from Bayonne that really, was another
the
dude.
white boy I'm talking about used to be hit. We would Daya.
Oh, you talking about Dame? Damn, I put his whole government